Hey guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. How are you doing today, guys? Today we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a cool topic for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and literally dive right on into it. What is our cool topic for today? Our cool topic for today is selling, and sometimes why people won't buy from you over the phone, or if you knock on their door, or if you go to their business. Let me explain something, guys. I had a customer, or should I say, I had somebody watching one of my YouTube videos the other day. I was talking about, making phone calls and setting appointments over the phone and selling door to door and business to business. And they chimed in and they said they never would buy from anyone over a phone or at all. And they won't set an appointment over the phone. They wouldn't do all kinds of stuff, and they wouldn't buy something if somebody came to their door. It says it was against their principles, and I kind of was at first a little frustrated. I was like, really? Are you kidding me? Because see, there's a lot of things that are services that we have to sell door to door, or we have to sell over the phone. For instance, sometimes people get a lead list, from the internet because people are out searching for insurance, just to say, for instance, one of the products. And when you were to, go online, you want to get a quote, you want to find out, the pricing and the cost and so forth. But they set it up basically for you to not necessarily talk to a salesperson right then and there, unless they have a transfer where somebody can just transfer the information right away. But most of the time, what happens is they become a part of a list, and they sell those lists, and those lists are of people who may have had interest in a particular product. Let's just say, for instance, insurance, life insurance. And so what happens is they sell those lists, and people buy those lists, and they make those phone calls. And a lot of times, like I said, people are looking for quotes. So if you get an opportunity to actually get through the facade of people say, no, I'm not interested. It's not for me. I didn't do that. But then what happens is within less than a half a second, minute or so, you've got to go ahead and let the customer know that you're not there to hurt them, but you're there to help them and get the quote that they were interested in. And some people, they just don't feel comfortable doing that because people don't like to, they want to buy stuff. They just don't want to be sold stuff. And they don't want to be taken advantage of, because there's a lot of people out there that are manipulators that call and they hang up and they go, I wonder who that was. And so the people call them back, and the people say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hang up on you. Oh, you were calling us about, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And see, it gets frustrating for a lot of people, those spam calls, those robocalls. It can be kind of frustrating. So sometimes people feel in their heart that, when a real salesperson or a real person who has the desire to help them with a product, they treat us not as nice as they should. It just happens, and I've been there before because I get these spam calls all the time. And after a while, it kind of makes you feel frustrated. So I can understand why some folks wouldn't want to buy, stuff over the phone. But see, there are services and things that need to be sold over the phone, because you can't go to everybody's house, and not everybody's always home. So if you're like selling air conditioning services, pool services, pest control services, you can do the door-to-door stuff, which I've done in my life. I've done it quite a few times, and I still do it when I get a chance to set an appointment with a customer. But what happens is when you are a salesperson, our total job is to help people invest in stuff. And the question was, the statement was, I never buy stuff over the phone from anybody. And I never buy anything when somebody knocks on your door. But a lot of times it's hard to, like say for instance, if you have a pool, you can call somebody, and there's some great companies out there that would love to give you a quote. But a lot of times people don't know that they need something unless somebody knocks on their door, or maybe picks up the phone, or maybe in the back of their mind, because we get real busy. People forget, when they after a while, it's nice to have some services, and like pest control. Somebody can take care of your maintenance in your yard, take care of your grass to make it look good, or pest control to keep the bugs out of the roaches, or the bed bugs, or even stuff like as far as like rodent control and so forth. And my simple job today is, just to say thank you to that person who said, they never buy stuff over the phone, or they never accept or buy anything door to door. That's fine. Because, guys, remember, I'm glad that they said that. Like I said, at first, it kind of made me a little frustrated. But as I thought about it, it's a numbers game, guys. Not everybody is going to buy from you. Some people only buy when they need particular services or want services. But if we don't put the information out there to let people know that, hey, this is available for you, or hey, I'm getting back with you because, you were doing some research online, you were looking for something, my simple job is just to answer your question, get you some quotes, and see if I can help you. But see, sometimes, like I said, some people, they just do not want to talk to anybody over the phone. They're afraid. It's fear, false evidence appearing real. See, a lot of people from my generation, I'm a little bit older than the average bear. If you're watching this, if you're a younger person, see, back when I was growing up, people have bought things that just weren't what they said they were. They weren't what they said, and when you bought it, he was like, oh man, I got taken advantage of. And see, you can buy stuff online. We got a lot of platforms and stuff that sell all kinds of merchandise, and sometimes what you get ain't what you thought you were going to get. You got some junk or some crap or something worse than that. So my simple job today, guys, is to reassure you, if you're a salesperson, if you're out here watching this, a business owner, keep picking up that heavy phone. Keep talking to people. Share your information. Get a nice little script. And I don't mean follow it always verbatim, but what it does is it keeps you on track so you don't go down a rabbit hole when you're trying to have a conversation with folks. And go ahead and keep calling people, because see, that's our business. We work on this magic thing called commission. And when you work on that magic thing called commission, you got to sell something, because if you ain't selling nothing, good luck. Your business, your company, they're just going to go out of business. It happens all the time. And make sure you're always good. Give good customer service to your customers. Always be kind and always be considerate. And remember, don't take it personally if somebody says, nah, I'm not interested, or they hang up on you, or they treat you less than, because you never know. They may have had a bad day, a bad morning. Maybe they were yelling at their significant other before you give them a call. They weren't expecting you to call, and they weren't expecting you to knock on their doors. Like I said, guys, I sold a lot of merchandise and a lot of stuff. I used to get lists all the time for pool people who had pools or just moving in to their new homes. I knock on the door. Sometimes they were there, sometimes they weren't. And sometimes some people, they didn't need my service, or they didn't want my service, because I'm showing up and I got a nice smile on my face. I'm always clean, always very courteous, and always kind. But remember, unless you pick it at the right time, sometimes, you give them a card, sometimes you give them some information, and then you go to the next one. Don't take it personally, but like I said, not everybody's going to buy something from you over the phone or in person. Even if you come to their business, sometimes I've seen some people, coming to different shops and stuff while I was there talking to customers and selling, where other salespeople would come in and they had products and they had services that they wanted to sell, and the people didn't have enough time, or they didn't know how to have a conversation. They didn't know how to ask for the right people. And, they had to go to the next person. They have to go to the next business. But if you're a salesperson, if you're trying to do the best you can and be the best you can't take it personal. Been there, done that. I've missed on a lot of good money because I got frustrated. And I was like, how dare them people not want to talk to me over the phone? How dare those people not want to talk to me when I knock on their doors and interrupt their day? How dare these people? So remember, guys, don't take it personal. It's a numbers game. The more people we talk to, the more opportunities we give ourselves to share our great information. We get a chance to maybe sell something. And like I said, guys, commission is a wonderful way to make money, but it ain't easy. It's hard, guys. Sometimes it can be tough and overwhelming. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes you'll give up before the miracle. And the miracle is selling something. You may have the chance, maybe to have a significant other or family member who can help, get you through the process until you start selling stuff. But sometimes the writing's on the wall. You got to check out another sales career. And listen, guys, if you're a salesperson and you're getting a little frustrated because when you're calling people, they're hanging up on you or they're treating you like crap, it ain't your fault. A lot of times, like I said, we get these robocalls, we get these spam calls, we get these companies that call and then they'll hang up and they say, oh, I'll just hang up, and they'll call back. Well, people do, but after a while, people get to a point where they just say, screw it. I ain't never going to call. If anybody ever calls and hangs up on me, I ain't never going to call them, because you don't never know. Sometimes people nefarious, they don't always have the rightness, and they don't care about the customers. But see, I'm a real salesperson, guys. I love my customers. And remember, you got to love the ones you're with. You got to take care of the customers and the people that you get a chance to talk to. What I mean by love the one you're with, when you get somebody who's a captive person who's actually listening to you over the phone, you better remember, be on point. And I don't mean, give a sloppy presentation. Sorry, I'm breathing so hard, guys. I'm actually out here working out and trying to lose some weight. That's one of the things that keeps me going, so I can have conversations. And again, guys, today we're just having a simple conversation about selling. Why some people won't buy from you over the phone, because like I said, not everybody's going to buy from you, period. Not everybody's going to feel comfortable with you, and a lot of times it's not personal. It's just sometimes you might have caught them at the wrong time, busy time, or maybe just don't trust you, okay? Because when nobody trusts you, because see how I got these glasses on, this is what I really look like, okay? I'm out walking. But today we had a simple conversation why some people may not buy from you over the phone, or even if you knock on their door. Again, guys, not everybody is going to purchase from you. Remember, it is a numbers game. The more people you share your information, the great opportunities you give, great presentations, the more closures you can make. And remember, not everybody's going to buy from you. It wasn't meant to be like that. So do your due diligence, because you never know who's that next person who's going to buy something from you. Okay? All right.